What's up, pioneers? This is Daniel here with your Daily Investors, the place where we talk about investing, not only in stocks, but in yourself. Look, guys, today I have an amazing video for you guys today. We're going to be going over 7 stocks I want you guys to add to your watch list this week, and I'm going to be bringing a new one to the channel as well. I think it has a lot of potential to run, and also we're going to be breaking down the technical analysis side to each one of these stocks because I want to bring more of the technical analysis to the channel, and we're going to be going over buy zones for some of these companies if you want to go ahead and start building out a position. So look, without further ado, roll that intro. Alright guys, so if you're not subscribed to the channel yet, make sure you subscribe to the channel and turn on post notifications so you don't miss an upload, and also do your boy a favor and like this video to help your boy out with YouTube algorithm. I very much appreciate it. Alright guys, look, I'm super excited about this video. This video is about to be a banger. I've been looking forward to doing one of these videos because I do want to break down support and resistance to you guys, because I want you guys to understand and know more of the technical analysis side. And support and resistance is just part of the basics when it comes to technical analysis. There's a whole lot that goes into it, but support and resistance just by itself, and also understanding market structure. I want to talk to you guys about market structure in a later video. Market structure is very key, and I want to bring that to you guys on the channel. But with all that said, we're going to get into the first stock, and this is the new stock that I want to bring to the channel that I want you guys to add to your watch list because I do feel like it has a lot of potential, and that stock is TTOO, T2 Biosystems. Now, I want to give you guys just a little background on what the company is, and I do plan on doing a breakdown video of what this company is going to be if I continue to like them. But right now, I do like them, and I just want to bring this right here to you guys, awareness on the channel. So T2 Biosystems is basically a biotech company. They are a technology platform offering an alternative to diagnostic methodologies. The company's T2 magnetic resonance platform enables detection of pathogens, biomarkers, and other abnormalities in a range of unpurified patient sample types, including whole blood, plasma, serum, saliva, sputum, and urine, and can detect cellular targets at limits of detection as 1 colony forming unit per milliliter. The company's initial development efforts target sepsis, hemostasis, and Lyme disease. So this is basically just a little small breakdown of what T2 Biosystems is, and I really do like what the company has to offer, but I'm simply trading this one just off of the technical side of it. I like how the chart looks on this one, and right here you see I have a support right here. I'm currently not in this one, but I am definitely watching this one and keeping this one on my watch list as well. I am liking this one right here in a buy zone, and you see I have this right here. This right here is my support. Anything right here in this area I think is a great buy zone. Now if we end up closing under here, I probably will wait to see if it'll pull back, because it might end up pulling back to right here to this support. And the reason why this area right here is my support, this right here was the last resistance going downwards right here. So it's going back down basically, and it's testing the old resistance, and now it's making the old resistance a new support. So one thing you guys need to know when it comes to some of these stocks is that usually when they go up and they go to a resistance point, and they like to sometimes come back down and test the old resistance. It came all the way up here and made a new high at $3.79, and it pulled all the way back, and look what it did. It came right back to the old resistance that it used to be at, and now it's making this resistance a new support. So so keep an eye on that. And with this stock right here, I want you guys to peep this. This right here is what you call an uptrend, right? We have a higher high right here, it dropped, and now we have a higher low in this area. Consolidated, and then right here we made another higher high. This is a higher high now because it's higher than this high. Higher lows is where you want to start building out your positions, because if you can catch it on the low, you can ride the wave on back up to the next high. And that is why I say this, because look, if people that got in right here and they bought this dip on this higher low, bam, they rode it all the way up to a new high. And now I like what it's doing now, because if you see the pattern right now, what it's doing, unless we continue to break market structure, but I don't see it happening, I don't think it's going to happen, we're making another higher low. So that's why I think right here is a great buying opportunity for you guys if you want to get into this one. Starting to make another higher low. It could dip a little lower, but I like right here in this zone for an initial first buy price. You can consider this as being a higher low, and we can ride on up to the next higher high. That is the name of the game. That is how you win: buying low, selling high. This is a prime example of that, and that's why looking at the technical side on some of these charts are very, very, very beneficial to you. So now that that's out the way, we're gonna go to ticker symbol RMO. This company right here, this is RMO Energy. Now, like I said in my last video, I've been in this one. I got in this company when it was $12, and you see it ran all the way up to $38. It was just a banger of a stock to be in, and I want you guys to really peep what it did. It had this huge run up, but on the run ups, as you see, it had an uptrend. We had a higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. You buy high, you buy low, and you sell high. And then it dipped all the way down. But I want you guys to see where it stopped. Right here, you see this is the last point where we make the higher low, right? It came all the way down and it stopped. It basically came back to this area and retested in this area. It stuck and came back up. So this right here is a new support. We can mark this as a new support for the company. All right, and you see right here in this area, we went below the support. This right here is what we consider breaking market structure, right? And this right here is what we consider starting to go in a downtrend. So usually when they're watching charts like this, and when we close below the support line, usually that right there will start a sell-off, because people will know that a lot of people that look at the technical side of everything, they're looking at those charts, they're looking at those candles and where they close at. So if most people know that if it closes below this support, a lot of people are going to start selling out, because that means the stock is probably going to start dropping some more. And that's what happened right here. It closed below the support and the stock started tanking. The stock went down $4. It closed below and went down $4. So so things like that you need to pay attention to, because it helps you save money, but it also helps you rinse and repeat by also knowing when to sell and then buy back at $14. Buy back at a cheap price, because look, you know what's about to happen, you know what's going on. So it's very crucial for you guys, if you want to start learning the technical side of it, learn the technicals, because the technicals can get you so far. And I just love looking at the charts in general. So I just really want you guys to really peep what support and what resistance is. Now, as far as a buy zone, this company right here is definitely in a buy zone. It's for sure in the buy zone. It's way undervalued right now. Once the EV sector really starts lighting up again, this company is going to take off, and I can guarantee you that. So next we're going to go on to APXT. Now, right here with APXT, we don't really have any new higher highs, higher lows. It's just been a real big consolidation really since November. It's been consolidating this area. The highest that I went to was $17.90, and the lowest we done been to in this time period has been $12 and around 69 cents. So this right here, because APXT is just in a big consolidation mode, you can really tell right here we're just trading sideways. Nobody's winning. The bears aren't winning. The bulls aren't winning. We're just trading sideways, but we're consolidating. And this right here is what shorts do not like. People that are bearish on companies, they do not like when some companies consolidate, because all we're waiting for this company right here. Once the news comes out about this company right here is going to take off. It's going to take off, and it's going to just ride this wave on up to the upside to my initial price target of $25. I really do think this company is going to go to $25 pre-merger because of AvePoint. AvePoint is a great cloud-based service, and I really truly believe in the company because I like the CEO. I really do like the CEO. He's great and phenomenal at what he does, and I do like how he does his own public relations. He's amazing at what he does. He knows how to talk. He knows how to be a leader of a company, and I like that. So I was waiting for APXT. We're just waiting for some news. Once we get news from this company, it's going to skyrocket. But if you pivoted and you're winning, congratulations. I'm proud. I'm glad that you guys, got out and did what you had to do. And now I think now is a good time. Now is a great time to load up the boat in APXT and get ready for the run, because here in the beginning of March, probably end of February, beginning of March, maybe middle March, the news, we're just expecting the news to come out at any moment. And once it comes out, APXT is going to skyrocket. So be prepared, be ready for this one. So next we have ticker symbol IDEX, Ideanomics. Now, I actually bought 225 shares of this company Friday because I had to catch the sale. It was on sale. I could not resist, and I just had to go ahead and buy in. And now I really do think that right now we're at a new support. We went up and we came all the way down right here into this area. And I think that now the way it's stuck right here, that we're at a new support. So anything in this area right here, I think is a great buy. The next potential buy zone, which I don't see it probably going down this low, but it potentially can, will be around $3.45. But the way this chart is looking, I like how it's been on an uptrend. You see right here, we had a higher high, came down, got a higher low, made another higher high, got higher lows in this area, and now we have a new higher high. And I like what we're doing right here, because look, we had a higher high. Guess what this is? Another higher low. This is a time where we need to buy low and sell high. We're just going to buy now and catch the next wave on up, ride it on up to the next higher high, and bam, we make our money. You can either sell, or you can either trim your position, or just still hold for the long term. This company is going to be a great long term play, so continue to probably hold this one And if you don't have a position built out in it right now, or if you want to average up or average down, this is, I think, is a good time to go ahead and do it. Now, I'll wait a little bit to see how the markets perform on Monday. But look, I think right now we're at a good buy zone for this company, IDEX. So be looking out for this one. Put this one on your watch list. So next, we're going to go to BIOL. I've been throwing this in your guys' face. I like this company, and I do think now, right, for sure now, is a great buy zone for this company. And the reason why I say that is because it's been on the uptrend. We're still on the uptrend. Don't let this right here fool you guys that we're on the downtrend. No, do not let this fool you guys. We have not yet broke market structure. So look, we're still on the higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. We came back up here and we tested the previous higher high, which is $1.51. We came up and we stuck in the same area and we came back down. But now we have not broke market structure. But this is the thing. If we end up going down to right here, that's why I say $1.03 is probably the next price that we'll probably drop to if we do drop. But the scary thing is, if we go all the way down to $1.03 and we close below this area, then the market structure has been broken, and most likely we're probably going to tank. So if we end up closing below $1 or $1.03 or $1.02, then it's the time to probably be worried. Stock might go ahead and tank down because of just the technical analysis side of it. So be prepared for that. I think we're about to be good for a good reversal to a new higher high, especially within March. They have a lot of PR coming out, so I'm excited about this one. But I really do think that this right here is in a great buying opportunity. I'll probably wait as well for Monday to see what it does, because it can potentially drop to $1.03 or drop a little bit under $1.10. But just be looking out for this one. Keep this one on your watch list. Then next we have ticker symbol SENS. Now we're on a huge uptrend with this one. We have a higher high right here. We have a higher high right here. We have a higher low. We have another higher high, higher low in this area, and we have a higher high right here. And right now you see, guys, we have another higher low being created. It can potentially fall a little bit more, but I think we're good because we're in this gap. And I want you guys to pay attention to gaps. A lot of times when a company gaps up in price, it's usually going to come back down to fill that gap. The market likes being correct, right? So usually you see it came back down and it filled this gap. It might come back down and fill a little bit more of it, like in this area, but I think for the most part, I think the gap has been filled. So pay attention to when you see gaps like this, because a lot of times gaps like to get filled. Now not every time they'll get filled, not every time. Sometimes stocks or that company might have a lot of momentum and the price just continues to go up from it. So not every time it'll get filled, but make sure you guys, pay attention to gaps before you really just invest in the company, because sometimes if price shoots up and it gaps up and you're thinking that the stock is running, you don't want to get caught buying high, because look, most likely it'll probably go all the way back down and retest into that gap to fill that gap, and then you'll get caught holding the bag. And I don't want you guys to be holding the bag. So make sure you guys look out for that. I think Sonics now, anything really under $5, I think is a good buying opportunity, but I want you guys to make sure you try and get the best buying opportunity. So don't just go buy under $5, even though I said that. If you have the capital for it, then it's fine. If you have the capital to average down, then it's fine. But still, the name of the game is to buy low. So look for, I would say, a potential $4.20. It's potential that it can go back down here and continue to retest this area as well. But I think right here we might find a new support in this stock in this area right here. So continue to put this one and add this one to your watch list. And last but not least, we have ticker symbol TTCF, Tattoo Shelf. I know I haven't talked about this one in a while, but I'm bringing it to the channel again. Tattoo Shelf is in an amazing buying opportunity right now. It's just doing a lot of trading sideways. It's been trading sideways for a while. It's been trading sideways actually since middle December. Right now is a great support area for this stock right here, the great buy zone in this area. Now it can potentially go back down to about $22 even, but I think for this week or the next week coming up, we're going to see a huge reversal in this company, especially they have earnings coming up at the beginning of March. So be looking out for Tattoo Shelf. It's in a great buy zone right now, and I want you guys to make sure if you do buy the company, make sure you buy at the lowest point possible. So if you're looking for Tattoo Shelf is looking good for a great buy. Anything really under $23, I think, is a great buy for Tattoo Shelf, because this company right here is going to run. They're going to have a big, massive run for this year. Just look at Beyond Meat, and their products aren't that bad. Their products aren't that bad. They're always sold out. So put this one on your watch list if you're not already in it. Average down or average up if you have to. I think this right here is going to be a great play for 2021. But I do want to remind you guys that I'm not a financial advisor, and this right here is for entertainment purposes only. And I really hope you guys like this video. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I do love looking at the charts and making videos like this, so I will be bringing more to the channel. And look, I want you guys to make sure you dominate this week in the stock market. We have a lot of money to make. We have a lot of stocks to buy. And I want you guys to make sure we make the smart and best decisions in the stock market this year. So look, without further ado, I'm going to end the video here. I want you guys to make sure we do what we always do every week, every day. Stay consistent, stay persistent, and most importantly, stay up while we're on the come up and never look down. Now, until the next video, pioneers, I'm out.